अज्ञान तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन कृपालु गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर् गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Fellow devotees of Sri Radha and Krishna, what a joyful day this is. Radha Rani Rath Yatra. When Radha Rani took divine birth in the village of Barsana, Kirti Maiya, her mother, scooped her up into her arms. But the divine child did not open her eyes, and she cried incessantly. Vrishabhanu and Kirti Maiya became naturally very concerned. And suddenly there appeared Narad Muni. Narad ji had come to have the darshan of the divine child. Radha Rani gave darshan to Narad Muni, not as an infant, not as a newborn, but as a 14-year-old girl. Vrishabhanu and Kirti Maiya asked Narad Muni, Maharaj, please do something for us. Our newborn daughter does not open her eyes, and Kirti Maiya actually tried to force open the eyelids. But still Radha Rani was not opening her eyes. She's not opening her eyes and she is crying all the time. It seems to us that someone has cast a spell on her. Narad Muni smiled knowingly and he said, indeed, a magic spell has been cast on her. What can we do about this? Narad Muni said, you must take the name of the one who has cast the magic spell. Take the name Shri Krishna. Just say Shri Krishna in her ears, and everything should be fixed. And as soon as Kirti Maiya said Shri Krishna into Radha Rani's ears, the divine child suddenly opened her beautiful eyes. She became very alert and she stopped crying and she started to smile. So dear is the name of Krishna to our Radha Rani. So why don't we make her smile? Why don't we make her happy by taking the name of Shri Krishna? Join me, won't you, in chanting Bhajo Giridhar Govind Gopala. Bhajo Giridhar Govind Gopala. Bhajo Giridhar Govind Gopala. Bhajo Giridhar Govind Gopala. Bhajo Bhajo Giridhar Govind Gopala. भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गोपाला। भजो नंद लाला। भजो नंद लाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। 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 भजो गोपाला। भजो गोपाला। भजो गोपाला गोपाला। भजो गोपाला गोपाला। भजो गोपाला। भजो गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गोपाला। भजो नंद लाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भजो गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। बोलिए गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाल की। राधा रानी की, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की। There are 4 main places of pilgrimage in India. Hindu places of pilgrimage. There is Puri in the east, Dwarika in the west, Badrinath in the north, and Rameshwaram in the south. In the eastern coastal state of Odisha, there is a very holy city, Puri, and in Puri there's a famed temple, Jagannath. Many of you are aware, many of you may not be aware. Every year in the month of June or July, a grand Ratha-Yatra is carried out from the temple 2 kilometers away. The deities in the Jagannath temple are very unique. They're not made of marble, they're not made of any other stone, they're made of wood. Lord Jagannath, his older brother Balbhadra, and their sister Subhadra. These are the 3 deities in the Jagannath temple. Once a year, they go on a journey, on a chariot. Hence, Ratha-Yatra. Rath is a chariot, Yatra is a journey or voyage. Where do they go? They go to their Mausi's house. Mausi is mother's sister. They go to Gundicha temple, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, 2 kilometers away. And when they go visiting, they go with hundreds of thousands of devotees. Hundreds of thousands of devotees accompany them, all taking the name of Lord Jagannath, the Lord of the universe, all glorifying God in loud and devotional voices. So many musical instruments are played. Hundreds of thousands of people. How blessed India is to have such a spiritual heritage where God is celebrated, where it is allowed to say, we are allowed to say God, and it's not a taboo to talk about God. Every street has a temple in it. In the marketplace, you see a temple. Oh, there's a Hanumanji temple. Oh, there's a Durga temple. So there's a huge, grand festival of Rath-Yatra. And the Gajapati king dresses as a sweeper and takes a broom in his hand and he sweeps the ground for the Rath, for the Rath-Yatra. With so much humility. Now, in Radha Rani Rath Yatra, it is Radha Rani who is riding on a chariot. In Jagannath Rath Yatra, it is Jagannath, the Lord of the universe. And in Radha Rani Rath Yatra, it is Radha Rani who is worshipped by the Lord of the universe. She rides on a chariot. She is seated on her throne, and the throne is placed on a chariot, and Radha Rani gives darshan to her devotees. In Jagannath Rath Yatra, it is the king, the Gajapati king, who sweeps the ground. In Radha Rani Rath Yatra, it is Jagannath who sweeps the ground for Her Highness, Her Majesty Radha Rani's chariot to pass. But some have a doubt. Why give so much importance to Radha? And it's not a doubt that is only in a common man's mind. This doubt crept into the minds of the great knowers of Brahma, the Brahma Jnani. They asked a question, and they asked the Vedas this question. Brahmavadino vadanti kasmad radham upasate? Why should Radha be worshipped? They asked the Vedas because the Vedas are the ultimate authority on knowledge. Bhutam bhavyam bhavishyancha sarvam vedat prasidhyati. Manusmriti. everything is proven through the Vedas. The Vedas are the ultimate proof. This is why Jagadguru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj quoted extensively from the Vedas. Sometimes Sri Maharaj Ji would keep on quoting the Vedas for a few minutes. And that was an experience that would give you goosebumps. The Vedas are the ultimate authority. Why is it that we accept the Bhagavad or the Bhagavad Gita as being authentic? You may say because Bhagavan Shri Krishna spoke it. When you read the Gita, it says Krishna Uvacha. So there's no doubt Shri Krishna spoke it. But that is not why we accept the authority of the Bhagavad Gita. We accept it because Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopala Nandana. The Upanishads are like a cow, and the cowherd, Krishna, he milks this cow. Shri Krishna, the Supreme Lord, he has milked the cow in the form of the Vedas and Upanishads. He has taken out the essence from the Vedas and the Upanishads, and he has presented it to us in the form of the Bhagavad Gita. Because the teachings of the Gita conform to the philosophy of the Vedas, therefore we accept the Gita. And Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Srimad Bhagavat Mishyate. We accept the Bhagavat because of the same reason. So the Vedas were asked, why should Radha be worshipped? The Vedas asked the Brahmagyani, well, whom do you prefer to worship? Who do you think you should worship? And they said, Shri Krishna, of course. Shri Krishna is the Supreme Lord, don't you know? Krishna Deva Paro Devas Tam Dhyayet Tam Rasayet Tam Bhajet. He is the one who should be meditated upon. Shri Krishna is the one who should be worshipped. Why Radha? The Vedas said, should we tell you who Radha is? Now listen carefully, said the Vedas to the Brahmagyanis. The Vedas said, Shri Krishna is the Supreme Lord, there is no doubt of that. But there is much more to Shri Krishna than you think. Krishno havai hari paramo devaha shadvidhaishwarya paripurno bhagavan gopi gopasevyo vrindaradhito vrindavanadhinatha sa eka eveshwarah tasya havai dve tanur narayano khil brahmandadhipati rekonshah prakriteha prachino nityah tasya shaktayastvanekadha hladini sandhini jnanecha kriyadhyah tasva hladini variyasi paramantarang bhuta krishnena aradhyate iti Radha. Yes, Shri Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He's the Lord of Vrindavan. He's the Lord of all lords. But did you know that there is someone whom he worships? And that entity, that highest entity who is worshipped by the Supreme Lord Krishna, she is Radha. Radha Rani is that Supreme Personality, said the Vedas to the Brahmagyanis, whose foot dust Lord Krishna places reverently on his head. Yasya renum padayor vishwabharta. Some of you may be aware of the Ras Mandalis in Vrindavan, in Braj. It's like we have drama companies in America. In India, there's the Ras Leela companies. They enact only the pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. And there are only boys who are in that, who are all actors. And they take on this amazing form of Radha and Krishna and the gopis, and they perform wonderful leelas. When the Ras begins, it is a tradition in the Ras Mandali, in the Ras Leela, that first Sri Krishna's crown It's not on his head. It is taken from its place and it is placed at the lotus feet of Radha Rani. And then that crown of Shri Krishna is lifted and it is brought to Shri Krishna. It is then placed on his head. Shri Krishna is accepting the foot dust of the lotus feet of Shri Radha Rani. The Vedas said to the Brahmagyanis, Yasya anke vilunthan Krishna devo golokakyam naiva sasmara dhamapadam sansha kamala shailaputri. Radha Rani is that divine, the supreme entity in whose lap Shri Krishna places his head, and while resting his head in her lap, he experiences such bliss that he forgets even the highest bliss, the bliss of his abode, Golok. He forgets that. Sri Radha is that supreme personality, Sansha Kamala Shailaputri, whose partial manifestations are Mahalakshmi and Parvati. The Brahmagyanis heard this and they forgot to blink their eyelids. They were stunned to hear what the Vedas had to tell them about Sri Radha Rani. There's a very ancient scripture called Narad Pancharatram, by Narad Muni, of course. And Narad Muni has said in his Narad Pancharatram, Radha Vamanga Sambhuta Mahalakshmi Prakirtita Tatkala Koti Kotyansha Durgadyas Trigunaatmika. Mahalakshmi is manifested from the left side of Sri Radha Rani's divine body. And also Durga Adi, Durga Dyas Trigunatmika, Durga Adi, Durga and other forms of the Divine Mother, Durga, Jayanti, Mangala, Kali, Bhadrakali, Kapalini, Kshama, Swaha, Swadha, Dhatri, Brahmani, all of these are partial manifestations of Radha Rani. Partial manifestations. Radha Rani is the entirety. She is the Anshi, and Mahalakshmi, Parvati, and all the forms of the Divine Mother are her partial manifestations. That is who Radha Rani is. And Radha Rani is the Divine Mother. Shri Krishna Jaganta to Jaganmata to Radhika. Shri Krishna is the Divine Father of all living beings, and Radha Rani is the Divine Mother of all. And for a devotee, Radha Rani is even more important than Shri Krishna, because a child is more likely to run to the mother than to the father. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule, but generally it is seen that the mother is more merciful, the father is more strict. And so the child runs to the mother. When the child is scolded by the father, the child runs to the mother. Mommy, mommy, daddy scolded me. If the father is asked for something, Dad, can I have a car? What? A car? No, you don't need a car. Mom, can you talk to Dad? And mom pleads the child's case before the dad. Tulsidas ji cried and cried. He pleaded before Bhagwan Shri Ram. He didn't get anywhere. He didn't get anywhere. And he said, fine, Father, you are. Fine, Lord, you are. You're not even listening to me. Well, I will go to my mother. And Tulsidas ji did a very intelligent thing. He pleaded his case before Mother Sita. And his words are recorded in his scripture, Vinay Patrika. Tulsidas ji pleaded in this way. Kabahu ka amb avsar pai. Kabahu ka amb avsar pai. Mori hun sudhi dhyai bhi kachu. Karun katha chalai. Kabhu ka अम्ब अवसर पाए, सुनत राम कृपालु मोरी, बिगड़ी बो बने जाए, कबहु क अम्ब अवसर पाए. O Amba, Mother, kabahu ka amba avasar pai, when you find a suitable opportunity, won't you plead my case before my Lord Bhagwan Sri Ram? Won't you remind him of myself, that I belong to him? Won't you plead my case before my Lord? Won't you plead on my behalf? Won't you ask him for his grace? A few words from you, O Mother, will fix everything for me. So I plead before you, Mother. Please ask my father, my Lord, Bhagwan Sri Ram, for his grace, for this unworthy child of yours. So from this point of view, also Radha Rani is greater than Sri Krishna, because she is the mother and she is more compassionate. When she hears the sound, the crying sound of a surrendered devotee, Radha Rani renounces the highest bliss, the bliss of Sri Krishna, and she goes running to the devotee. She renounces her highest bliss. She does not care. She has so much compassion within, it is unlimited. Radha Rani occupies a higher position than Sri Krishna. A Rasik saint says very lovingly and tauntingly to Sri Krishna, Shukar hue kab ras rachyo, Vaman hue kab gopi nachai, hue nar singh kaho hariju, tum kaun ke chhatiyan dekhu lagai. Hue kab मीन जु केश संवार, कूर्म भये कब वेणु बजाई, वृषभानु लली प्रकटी जब ते तब ते तुम केली कला विधि पाई. Lord, tell me, Shamsundar, tell me, you have come to this world countless times, right? Oh, yes, yes. You have taken so many different forms. Yes, yes, yes. You came to this world in the form of a pig. Shukra avatar. Shri Krishna smiled, yes. Well, did you perform the ras when you came in the form of a boar, a pig? Ras? A pig does not do ras. No, I did not. Well, you came in the form of Vaman Bhagwan, as a dwarf. Did you dance with the gopis? No, no. At that time, I was observing strictly the principles, the laws of sannyas, or rather brahmacharya. I was a celibate then. I was not even allowed to look at the photo of a female, and you're talking about dancing with the gopis? No, no, no. Maharaj, once you took the form of Narsingh, half man, half lion, did you behave lovingly? Did you become the beloved of the gopis at that time? Oh no, the gopis would have fainted looking at me. And when I rode, if I had rode, the gopis would have all died. Or at least they would have run away, screaming. No, I did not become the beloved of the gopis when I was Narsingh. Maharaj, once you came in the form of a fish, Matsya Avatar. Yes. Well, did you comb Radha Rani's hair and did you put ornaments and flowers in it? As a fish, I couldn't even get out of the water. I couldn't do all that. Maharaj, you came also in the form of a giant turtle, Kurma Avatar. Did you play your flute at that time? Shri Krishna said, that's ridiculous. A turtle does not play a flute. That is what I'm saying, Maharaj. You could not do any of what I have said without the grace of Radha Rani. Vrishabhanu Lali, the divine daughter of King Bhanu, when she manifested and she graced you, then you became Rasik Shiromani, the leader and the lord of the Rasiks. Shri Krishna said, yes, that is true. It is with Radha Rani's grace that Shri Krishna has become Rasik Shiromani. He couldn't do anything without Radha Rani's grace. Radha Rani is the core of Shri Krishna's powers. She is like the central station, and that is where all the powers go out from. So without Radha Rani, Shri Krishna cannot do anything. But I see a lot of sad faces because your Ishtadev is Shri Krishna, and he's getting to be in the back seat. However, Shri Krishna is the Ishtadev of all of us. Radha and Krishna are one and the same. And this is also what the scriptures tell us. We go to the Vedas and they tell us Radha and Krishna are one. Do not make a mistake and think that these are two entities. Everything is the same. Radha Krishna yorekasanam eka buddhi ekam manah ekam jnanam eka atma ekam padam eka akriti ataeva dvayor na bhedah kalamaya gunatitatvat. Radha and Krishna, say the Vedas, Radha and Krishna have one mind, one intellect, one knowledge, one soul, one form also. One God makes himself into two. Ardhena stri, ardhena purushaha, say the Vedas. Half female, half male. So one half is female, one half is male, Radha and Krishna. And in order to perform very sweet pastimes, and in order to make everyone think that these are two entities, one becomes very, very fair, Radha Rani, and the other becomes extremely dark, Shri Krishna. But there is only one entity. And if Radha Rani is worshipped by Krishna, then it is also true that Shri Krishna is worshipped by Radha. The name Radha carries two meanings. One is Krishnena aradhyate iti Radha. One who is worshipped by Krishna is known as Radha. The other is Radhyate yaya sa Radha. The one who worships Krishna is known as Radha. So both Radha and Krishna worship one another, because there's only one God. And so when he assumes two forms, then naturally one is going to worship the other. Radha Krishna are one, and not even by mistake, not even in our dreams, must we think that there is a difference between them. However, it goes without saying that Radha Rani, Shri Krishna in the form of Radha Rani, possesses something that he does not possess, and that is Madanakhya Mahabhav. As you know very well, you have listened to so many lectures on this topic. There are 10 levels of devotion. Sadhan bhakti, bhav bhakti, prema bhakti, sneh bhakti, man bhakti, pranay bhakti, rag bhakti, anurag bhakti, bhavavesh bhakti, and mahabhav bhakti. The gopis who descend from Golok, who are the shadows of Radha and Krishna, the Ashtamahasakhis, Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, etc. These 8 Mahasakhis, they are in the Mahabhav stage of bhakti. And in Mahabhav bhakti, in the mood of Milan, meeting, when Radha and Krishna are together, there are 2 stages, 2 levels, Madan and Modan. Modan, in the mood of separation, becomes Mohan. Mohan. Mohan has 2 levels also. Udghurn and Chitrajalp. Chitrajalp has 10 stages. Are you paying attention? There will be a quiz after this. Chitrajalp has 10 stages. Sanjalp, Vijalp, Ajalp, Avajalp, and so on. And the highest, beyond all this, there is a stage called Madanakhya Mahabhav. All you need to understand is, you don't need to memorize any of this. All we have to understand is that it is the highest stage that only Radha Rani is at. Even Lord Krishna does not arrive at that Madanakhya Mahabhav. It is in the mood of separation. Because it is Radha Rani who had the separation from Sri Krishna. So Madanakhya Mahabhav belongs only to Radha Rani, Swamini Radha Rani. And this is explained in great detail in Ujjwala Neelmani by one of the Goswamis, Rup Goswami. And because Radha Rani alone has Madanakhya Mahabhav, Sri Krishna always remains subservient to her. He's always pressing Radha Rani's lotus feet. He's always observing her eyebrows. Maharaji writes so often in Prem Ras Madira that Sri Krishna observes Radha Rani's mood by observing her eyebrows. Are the eyebrows raised? Is she angry with me? Is she pleased with me? He's always observing her mood. And when she is angry, he starts to tremble. Sri Krishna, the Lord of Lords, trembles before Radha Rani. She is a supreme Swamini. He is happily her servant. But it also must be kept in mind at all times that there is no difference between them. It is true that Atma tu Radhika tasya tayaiva ramana dasahu. As Skanda Puran tells us, Sri Radha Rani is the soul of Krishna. Some people say because she is the soul, she is higher, and Krishna is lower because he is the body. When it comes to God, abhinnatvat dehi dehinoho. There is no difference between body and soul. Hence, Sri Krishna and Sri Radha are absolutely equal. They are the same. In fact, there's only one entity, so we cannot say they are equal. There is only just one entity. But how would we have known the bliss of the sweet pastimes of Radha and Krishna if it had not been for Brahma dividing himself into these two most beautiful forms, the dark Krishna and the fair-complexioned Radha? So Radha and Krishna are one and the same. And I am rushing through my talk, just like Radha Rani's chariot was rushing at times, because I am looking at the clock and I think it is the right time. It's showing the right time. Please just nod if that is so, because I cannot believe it's noontime already. Well, Radha Rani is the Swamini of Sri Krishna. She is our Swamini. Sri Krishna chants Radhe, 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 Radhe. Even Sri Krishna meditates on Radha Rani. Even Sri Krishna desires the grace of Radha Rani. Even Sri Krishna begs forgiveness from Radha Rani. Radhe sarva paradham me kshamasva sarveshwari. Your Highness, Radha Rani, please forgive all my offenses. I am an offender. I know I commit many offenses, but you are compassion personified. Kindly forgive me all my offenses. And the name of Radha is so powerful that a Rasik saint has said, Radha ra ke kahat kihi nikasat sakal vikar. When you are about to say Radha, you just say Ra and all the sins leave. They just get out of the mind. And someone asked, what if they come back? They left. What if they come back? Well, the Rasik saint said they cannot. Why not? He said, Radha ra ke kahat hi nikasat sakal vikar puni avan pavat nahi. They cannot come back. Why? Dhakka det dhakar. Because Radha gives dhakka, gives a push and pushes them out, even if they want to come back. Isn't that sweet? And that is the truth. If we say the name of Radha with love, if we adore our Swamini Radha Rani, if we love her, if we shed tears we have wasted in the world countless times. Ramakrishna Paramhans used to say, people shed buckets and buckets of tears for the world, but who really cries for God? Rare is the individual who sheds tears for Radha Rani. If we cry for her, if we shed tears of love and longing and separation and union, then Radha Rani is so simple-hearted that she will come running to us. Once a devotee wrote to Sri Maharaj Ji, Maharaj Ji, mere upar kripa kijiye. Bless me with your grace. And Maharaj Ji wrote back. He was so merciful, he used to write back. Maharaj Ji wrote back, and this devotee was surprised. Maharaj Ji would write back to me. He did. And he said, मेरे करम में, तेरे करम में कुछ कमी नहीं, तेरे करम में कुछ कमी नहीं, करीम है तू, कसूर मेरा है, झूठा उम्मीदवार हूं मैं. There is no lack in Radha Rani's grace. There's no lack in God's grace. We say, bless me with your grace. Radha Rani says, I am ready, willing. I have my arms outstretched. You're not coming to me. You're running in the opposite direction. Here I am. Look in my direction. So Radha Rani says, the fault does not lie within me. You do not wish to come to me. So if we turn away from Maya and look towards Radha Rani, she is ready and willing. She has been like this for countless lives. We just have to go to her. That is all. And Sri Maharaj Ji has promised her, us. And Sri Maharaj Ji's words for those who are his devotees, his followers, they are greater than Ved Vakya. Because Guru is greater than the Vedas, Guru is greater than God. Sri Maharaj Ji has promised us, if you shed tears, then Radha Rani herself will come and wipe your tears away. And we have tremendous hope in those words. We don't have so much faith in ourselves as we have in the words of our Master when he says that Radha Rani herself will come and wipe your tears away. Shri Krishna will himself come and wipe your tears away with the edge of his pitambar. We live in that hope. All we have to do is to observe on every Rath-Yatra how much love for Radha Rani, how much more love our heart has for Radha Rani. Where were we last year, in last year's Rath-Yatra, and where are we now? And now that this beautiful Rath-Yatra has come to an end, it has left us with so many beautiful memories. Now we can look forward to the next one, and we can only hope that we'll be alive for the next Rath-Yatra. And from now until then, we must be working diligently to increase our love for our Divine Mother. How happy our beloved Gurudev will be with us, for he is always observing us, always looking at us. He's so happy. Sri Maharaj Ji used to say, I become so happy when I see that you have such love for Radha and Krishna. That's all he ever wanted. That's all that he will ever want for our sake. He wants us to improve. He wants us to make progress on the path of devotion. So Radha Rani Rath Yatra inspires us to love Radha and Krishna more and more. Greed is not good in the world, but greed is wonderful when it comes to God, loving God. Sita Ram Charan Rati More Anudin Badhai Anugrah Tore. May my love for Sita and Ram increase with every passing day. May my love for Radha and Krishna increase with every passing moment. Let's all silently take this pledge. All of us, you, me, everyone, silently, internally take this pledge and realize the goal of our life. Boliye Radha Rani Maharani ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Ladli Lal ki, Jagat Guru Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj ki, Shri Radha Madhav Dham ki, Jai Jai Shri Radhe